We're going to have a wonderful day ahead of us, and happy Monday to everybody. It is Monday, Juneteenth. We do have a little bit of shower and thunderstorm activity out there for this afternoon, but thankfully we're not expecting any widespread shower and thunderstorm activity like what we had just earlier on today. This morning we had a ton of rainfall, but we are not expecting anywhere as near much rain as we had throughout this afternoon. Just a few spotty showers here and there. So let's take a look at the radar. You see a little bit of shower and thunderstorm activity that's already making its way through the region. That's going to continue to be possible as we head throughout this afternoon. Seeing a lot of cloud cover out there as we get you ready for your week ahead. Again, this is our weekly weather update. We do it every Monday at 2:30 to keep you updated. We also like to do a weekend weather update that we do on Thursdays at 2:30. So taking a look outside, you see a lot of cloud cover out there as of about 2:32 in the afternoon on Monday. That cloud cover is going to continue to stick around all day. Thankfully, though, no delays out at the airport. You see an airplane making a landing there out at the airport right now. Temperatures, they are a little bit cooler today thanks to all that cloud cover. Right now, we're sitting at 77 in Atlanta, 80 degrees in Dalton, 81 in Rome. We've had temperatures that have been a little bit above average, a little bit of a mix, really, as we've headed throughout the last few days here. Hitting 88 degrees there just a few days ago, 90 degrees back on the 17th. On the 18th, we only hit 86, and those temperatures are going to be a little bit below average for today as well, thanks to the fact that we have all that cloud cover. Had a ton of rainfall earlier on today. Still a few showers and storms out there this afternoon. Looking into Atlanta, seeing a shower making its way towards downtown as of about 2:32. Looking south of the city, see a lot more shower and thunderstorm activity. A bulk of the thunderstorm activity for our Monday afternoon is going to be down to our southwest, getting closer on over towards the Macon area. Again, not so much for Atlanta, but you do see that we're having a few showers ourselves. Looking at radar again, you see that we do have some of those showers further down to the south and east, closer on towards LaGrange, and then a wider look at things, looking out towards portions of the southeast. You're also still seeing some of those showers and thunderstorms that are impacting areas just on down to our south and west. Those showers and storms are mainly going to be staying down to our south and then again pushing on over towards the Macon area, possibly impacting a little bit of LaGrange though too. Moving throughout the timeline, you see that we do have a chance for some of these storms to be even strong to severe. Our threat was really this morning, but an isolated storm this afternoon may bring some damaging winds, something we'll keep a close eye on. But you see that level 2 risk down to our south, closer on towards Macon. That's where there's a little bit more of a heightened risk for strong storms. Don't forget to download that 11 Alive app. It's really useful for days like today, so you can explore the radar, know where that rain is, and also you can keep up to date with things all throughout the week. It's going to be useful all week. We have a lot of shower and thunderstorm activity that's possible over this next week, and you're going to want to make sure you have a way to see that radar right there in your pocket. Don't forget you can also download the 11 Alive Plus app on your Roku and Fire TV device so you can stay updated on the forecast and all news stories right there at your fingertips from home. So let's take a look at forecast track. As we head throughout this afternoon, our rain chances are eventually going to go down a little bit. That's going to be for the middle to latter part of the afternoon. This is at 8 p.m. Still some sun in the sky at that point, and I think our rain chances are going to be much lower. Much of the shower and thunderstorm activity will move off to our east, and we will be drier overnight. Drier is the key. We are still going to have a few spotty showers possible, but not going to be heavy rain like what we started off with on Monday. Tuesday, starting off a little bit drier there, but as we head into the afternoon, scattered showers and storms again to widespread even at times as we head throughout the latter part of the afternoon. And then we're going to do that all over again on Wednesday. Wednesday, a little bit of shower activity in the morning, widespread in the afternoon. And yes, on Thursday, we're going to have rainfall again. So what's the culprit? Why do we have all this shower and thunderstorm activity? Well, there's a lot of moisture in there. You're going to notice that humidity over the next few days, including for today. And then we have an area of low pressure that's stationed right here. You see that spin that's occurring in the eastern portion of the United States. That area of low pressure is hanging out here over the next couple of days, and with that, it's bringing in some southerly flow off the Gulf of Mexico into our region, and it's also sparking those showers and storms right over our region. Now notice it hangs out all the way up until about Saturday. Once we get to Saturday, you start to see it move away. The jet stream kind of dips down and it starts to carry it away from our region. And then we'll start to see this area of high pressure further off to our west try to creep in our direction. But we're also going to still end up with some showers and storms that ride around this ridge of high pressure on the edge of it. If we wanted sunshine and dry weather, well, we'd want to be kind of right here in the middle of Texas or into even western portions of Texas. That's going to be where the drier conditions are, but instead we're going to be locked in on a pattern that would bring shower and thunderstorm activity around the ridge. So the good news is it's not as much rain as when that upper level low is over us, but looking at Saturday, still a 30% chance for showers and storms. Friday, 50% chance. You notice over the next couple of days, we're going to have rain chances even in the high range at 70% for Tuesday and Wednesday, finally starting to go down there later on this week. There's some good news behind all this. We need this rainfall. We've been abnormally dry here with the latest drought monitor that came out on Thursday. By the time our next drought monitor comes out, we may start to see a little bit of improvement, but it will probably take about 2 weeks before we actually see the improvement in this map. And I would imagine we see the abnormally dry conditions possibly even going away completely for our region. We've had a good amount of rainfall this month so far. You know, we had a good wet day there just about 4 days ago, but then we started to see things taper off again as far as the amount of rain for the month. The good news is this does not include the rain we had this morning. Remember, we picked up more than an inch of rain even in some spots this morning, and that's going to show up on this graph and at the end of today. And once that's done, you're going to see that we're at a surplus, not only for this month, but also for the year. This number doesn't include the rain that we had this morning. We picked up an inch at the Atlanta airport, around that, possibly even more than that after we're done with today, now that we have some more rain falling down by the airport. And with that being said, we're going to be at a surplus again, and we're going to have just even more rainfall on that over the next 7 days. A majority of this is going to fall over the next 48 hours. See anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rain possible. Some spots even in far northeast Georgia, maybe 5 inches of rainfall. And again, that's on top of the rain we've already had. So just adding to that surplus and fixing all that deficit that we gained from all the dry days in May there. We also have a lot of activity going on in the tropics. This is Tropical Depression 3. This formed late this morning, late Monday morning in the Atlantic. We had been watching this system for a couple of days. It is forecast to become a tropical storm as it approaches the Lesser Antilles, and then eventually a hurricane over the next 5 days. Category 1 hurricane as it approaches the Lesser Antilles, and then it will move closer on towards Puerto Rico. Still some uncertainties of what could happen as it approaches the Eastern Caribbean, but we'll keep you updated on it. Notice the spaghetti models really kind of branching out after we get past the next 3 days. We start to see a shift where things could go either due west, or you see a nice big turn to the north there. Let's hope that we end up seeing the turn. That way the United States doesn't have to worry about this. But right now, it's too early to consider it a concern. We'll keep you updated on it. We also have a medium chance for tropical development right behind it. The system that is currently developed, the tropical depression, is here. But then this next system right behind it has a medium chance for that tropical development. So things are starting to get going here for hurricane season. The next name on the list would be Brett if this storm does make a name, and then we would have Cindy. Now, this is still early on in the season. We typically don't have a ton of activity by this time of the year, but it's not out of the normal to have at least some sort of activity going on out there. Peak of the season is September 10th, and of course, we started on June 1st, the end of the season, November 30th. We'll keep you updated all throughout hurricane season. Here's your 7-day forecast showing us that as we head throughout this next week, you see all those chances for showers and storms. Again, we have the rain possible for today. A majority of this rain fell this morning, though. That 70% chance, that was mainly for this morning. You see that we have another 70% chance for scattered showers and storms on Tuesday. We do it again on Wednesday, and then you're looking at Thursday, rain chances start to go down a little bit. That area of low pressure starts to move away from us a little bit, moves away a little bit more on Friday, and then finally just a 30% chance for some isolated showers and storms on Saturday before we just have a slight chance for rain on Sunday. We'll be a little bit cooler too, a little bit. Temperatures in the lower 80s to mid 80s for a majority of this next week, with just mid 70s there on Wednesday. Then on Sunday, those temperatures back to where they should be this time of year, back into the upper 80s, hot conditions. So I guess try to enjoy the slightly cooler conditions that we have over the next few days, but again, we're going to have to be dealing with that rain too. Of course, what can we expect from day 8 through day 14 beyond the 7-day forecast? We're now looking at the very end of the month of June and into the beginning portion of July. So looking like we're going to have below average temperatures. So to start off the month of July with below average temperatures, that's not too bad. Maybe just slightly below average though. We're talking lower to mid 80s, still pretty hot out there. And then as far as rain chances are concerned, it's looking like we could have some above average rain chances. So adding to that surplus that we just gained back today, likely going to see that number just continue to go up. Taking a look at the weekend getaways, if you're planning any big trips, looking like a lot of shower and thunderstorm activity across the southeast for this weekend. Not constant rainfall, but we're going to be dealing with some thunderstorm activity, unfortunately. So not the best weekend for a getaway, but you're also not going to be washed out, I don't think, in any of these locations. Just going to have to keep an eye on the radar, and having that 11 Alive app can be really useful for that. Looking at your Peach State outlook, you see the chance for a few showers and storms, not only for the Atlanta area over the next 3 days, but all across Georgia. We are going to be dealing with thunderstorm activity. Albany, you may get a little bit of a break from that on Tuesday, but Wednesday and Thursday, you see they're joining us with the shower and thunderstorm activity. Georgia State Park forecast showing that tomorrow afternoon it is going to be pretty stormy, not going to be the best day for a hike. If you want to go maybe check out some beautiful waterfalls, make it a short hike. That way you can get back to the car quickly if you end up seeing that a thunderstorm's coming your way. You want to make sure that you're staying safe out there, but of course, you don't want to be too risky if there's a lot of thunderstorm activity out there. So I want to go ahead and bring back up the 7-day forecast. Again, a lot of shower and thunderstorm activity possible throughout this next week. I know a lot of people have had to use their sprinkler system at home because of all the dry conditions we've had. But again, we've already had more than an inch of rain so far today. We're adding 2 to 4 inches of rain on that as we head throughout the next 7 days, a majority of that falling over the next 3. So go ahead and turn that sprinkler system off. You're not going to need it because it's looking like we are going to have a lot of wet conditions possible this next week. So we'll keep you updated on everything, of course, right here at 11 Alive. Chief Meteorologist Chris Holcomb is on every evening with an update to the forecast, and then Meteorologist Chesley McNeil is on in the mornings. Then you'll also find Meteorologist Nicole Hartford and Melissa Nord on TV. You'll also see myself on every once in a while, and of course, we like to keep you updated behind the scenes too on 11alive.com and on the 11 Alive app, as well as the 11 Alive Plus app for those Roku and Fire TV devices. Have a wonderful week ahead of you, and we'll have another update for you, the weekend weather update, coming up on Thursday at 2:30. Have a wonderful week.